afternoon, and welcome to Gugolz and Guest. Today, first one we've got in March. Today I have with me the king of LinkedIn, David Coleman from Positive Lending. Thanks for joining us, David. Good to have you.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
As a few of you know, we kind of, with this feature, we just like to kind of get into the nitty-gritty of the industry and a few personal questions about kind of your experiences as well. So just to kind of kick things off, just to ask you firstly, how's quarter one been for Positive Lending so far, considering everything that's been going on over the last year or so?
Superb. In a word, absolutely superb. Where business levels are really, really high. In actual fact, we're probably back to pre-COVID business levels. Lots of stuff coming in, lots of bridging inquiries, as you can well imagine, turning into lots of bridging completions, which is great. We've seen a big spike in the requirement for second charges, and I think that will only grow as we go further into the year. Commercial inquiries are really good, trickier to place depending on tenant and the business type, etc. So a little bit of a tricky market at the moment in that area, but there's still a good appetite for it all. But do you know what's really encouraging is the amount of inquiries that are coming across all products. And that's what's really good to see.
I know the conversions stacking up on that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, other than commercial, because it's it's trickier to find a home for it. Other than that, absolutely, it's
I mean, we seem to be seeing quite a lot of commercial and semi-commercial conversions into residential. What would you say you're seeing most of from clients at the moment?
Yeah, so there's a good amount of regulated business coming through where the mortgage isn't going to complete in time to timescale, or clients that have been affected by furlough, income, change of job, etc. Something that's preventing them from getting a traditional mortgage at this time, but in the not too distant future, it will allow. You're 100% spot on with the conversions there. We're seeing a lot of HMO usage. A lot of clients wanting to get HMO, but the property's not HMO ready, so they need finance to do it. And just a lot of conversions, a lot of commercial, care homes, that kind of stuff being converted into resi, buy-to-let properties, that area. So it's interested. Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
I thought there was going to be a lot of empty commercial space come the end of it, so particularly retail units. Obviously, it's not been great for the smaller businesses. So I think those the people that are buying those up, obviously converting them into residential flats and maybe HMOs. I think it's going to the high streets are going to be completely different, I think, to what they were a year ago. So
absolutely,
it happens. And on the back of that, obviously, lenders changed a lot of their criteria throughout COVID, and they've started changing them back again, and we're starting to see, I think, new people come into the market as well. If you could be granted one wish from a lender, I know it's a very open question, what do you think it would be?
I think the biggest thing would probably be to simplify the process. Because what I mean by it, you're doing more stuff in house. So if you've got dual legals available, dual rep, AVMs, all that kind of stuff that will help deals move quicker. Because it's typically within Bridget, it's third parties that slow the process down. Not always, but that is typically what it's going to be. And as we all know, bridging time is of the essence typically to get that deal across the line. So if it can be more streamlined, it creates a better process, better situation, better customer journey.
Yeah, I think the average turnaround time that we recorded last year in Bridge and Chens, I think, was 57 days for a bridge. So obviously it's not where it should be, and that is the average time. I mean, I think our average time is around 2 to 3 weeks. Would you say that yours has been longer or shorter than that, or is it varied?
Yeah, I mean, if I was talking to a broker today, I would say you're looking at 3 weeks as an average. We've completed deals in 4 days last month, and there's other deals that take longer than that because of outside circumstances. But I'd say 2 to 3 weeks is a fair estimation.
Yeah, I mean, it should be around 2 to 3 weeks. Obviously, second charges and commercial can take slightly long, but I think 2 to 3 weeks should be the goal that you're looking at. Just moving on to more of a personal question. We always like to kind of find out a bit about our clients. Who would be your dream dinner guest, and why would you choose them?
So I reckon I'd probably go with Tony Pike. And Tony Pike owned Pike's in Ibiza, which is an infamous hotel villa. Had the likes of George Michael, Wham, Queen, everyone. Freddie Mercury stayed there. He was friends with all these people, but they would go and stay there, party there. I've been there myself, partied there. It's great. For anyone that doesn't know, I'm very big into the music industry and DJing and stuff like that, and I love Ibiza. So he would have stories galore. Read his autobiography. He was definitely a chap.
Have you met him? Did you ever meet him?
No, never got the chance to meet him. He died a couple of years ago now, I think. But he had a very, very good life. So I think he would have left the world smiling.
He had a good innings.
Absolutely, definitely.
Have you got anything booked for Ibiza at all this year?
I've got a wedding that should have been in May this year, but it's been rescheduled for October, so that's pretty exciting. I'm actually due to have my first baby in June.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm not sure I'm going to get a pass to go to Ibiza with that on the way, and little DC turning up. But, but yeah, definitely there's one ticket booked, so that's good.
Good stuff. I think a lot of people were going to be chomping at the bit to get flights booked. Whether it be, I don't know, anywhere really. I'm certainly in need of some holiday. I don't think it's even a holiday. I think it's just some sunshine and a bit.
It says the little getaway. Usually you have something you work towards, don't you, and something to look forward to. And we haven't had that. Well,
hopefully this will be long forgotten soon, and we can stop talking about it, because I think it's been the bane of everyone's life for a long time now.
Absolutely.
And just finally, obviously, you guys have worked with us for a number of years now, and we've got a very good relationship. We do plenty of business, even more so now, I think, on the regulator side as well, because obviously we started doing that. If you could, how would you describe MT Finance in 3 words, or more if you want to?
How do I fit a penguin in there? Okay, so dynamic, trustworthy partner.
Good stuff. That's what I like to hear. Well, thank you very much for joining me today, David. It's been a pleasure to have you on. Hopefully we can all get out for some beers sooner rather than later. And we can catch up soon. Thanks for coming on, David. Cheers, mate.
Welcome, mate. Thank you very much. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.